All right, what is up, everybody? You on deck with Third Eye Cam. Today's date, May 31st, 2021. The time is 8:05 in the morning. Memorial Day here in America. Check this out. This whole weekend was cloudy. The whole weekend was cloudy. Sucked. And I had a migraine all weekend. I literally slept all weekend. I still feel raspy from it. There was I knew something was passing over. And it got real cold. Now today is chilly, but it's getting warmer. Now this is, I'll start from here. This is my south. Go wide. This is my east. You see the sun rising up. Let's look around the sun. This is my little star behind the sun that's always sitting there. That's weird. I have to try to make sure it's not a camera trick on my behalf. Let's see. Make sure my stuff ain't tripping. Some clouds forming up. I see a chemtrailer. See if I can catch him. There he is. So I'll just stay out because my camera lights up and highlights him. There's a chemtrailer. Pardon, I'm trying to fight a sneeze. Oh God. I'm out here in this field. And I guess I got a bit of allergies. Had to walk away from the camera. That's my north. It's above my head. All blue, all blue. There is the moon. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. And they're approaching from the west, so my planet's approaching. And they got some chemtrails running across them. Let me show you an example. This one specifically. See the chemtrailer? To the left, and actually ran right through it. So all this is approaching today. This is what went over us earlier this weekend. Oh, look at this one. This is hot. Let me adjust my camera. I need to see this one. Because, okay, y'all look at the clouds, right? That's one thing I say, you know, you gotta look around the clouds. Don't look directly at the clouds. That's the trick. This one, let me find it. There it is. See if I can lock in on it. That's a plume coming off of an asteroid, moon, or a planetoid. I don't know yet, but they're gonna come flying over today. No, I kind of been getting disturbed by one of the YouTubers that I listen to, and no, it's not AJ. He's on a different level. He's kind of in sync with what's, you know, what we've been seeing. So I'm off him. I was listening to this other brother talk about UFOs don't exist, and the fact that he was in the Air Force and he had a top secret clearance. He can identify. He's justifying the fact that he was in the Air Force. He can identify all that we call UFOs is nothing more than Air Force. And I'm gonna have to object. Now I gotta do my UFO videos where I caught a bunch of UFOs I wasn't even looking for. They just got in my sights, and they were being chased by military jets. Some of them. Other ones, they were just kind of floating. They did 180s turns, stopping in the air. You know, now I gotta put that documentary. I gotta tie it all together from all the UFOs I've caught. Because if I don't put it out there, he'll keep on that static, and then I'm pretty sure he'll try to come challenge me, and Sergeant Lequet's gonna shut him down. You are Air Force. Good. Y'all deal with stuff in the air. I was Marine. We deal with land, sea, and air. Beyond that, you gotta do your biblical research and tie it into our most recent researches. You're looking at things from a crazy perspective. And you smoke marijuana. So you obfuscating your brain matter. Yeah, I'm gonna be rude. There's nothing wrong with smoking marijuana or doing it or not doing it. Like, it's a medicinal medicine, but if you misuse it, then you're misusing it. I don't like speaking about this stuff. I don't do it. I have no interest in doing marijuana. I don't. I like my brain as it is. But I watched the brother. I don't want to say his name. I'm not premature. I'll let you keep sinking yourself into a hole, and I'll go over here and do my thing. Let me keep doing my thing, and then, then when it all sinks up in the middle, and he likes to call people a damn fool. I've even heard him call God a damn fool, and I was just like I like listening to his podcast. He's very interesting, very informative. But you gotta have your stuff together. If you're gonna challenge something, make sure you got your S together, man. Like me, when I step out here to look at the sky, the things that I catch, we're analyzing. And if, like I always say, if I'm wrong, I'll be wrong, and we're learning together. But I don't want you to accept my word as absolute. That's the mistake that a lot of human beings make. I said it, I'm the expert because I was in the Air Force, Navy, Marines, freaking, Army, whatever. I say I'm a Marine. We learn killing, but a lot of Marines are highly intelligent, super intelligent. And don't let the other forces fool y'all. We got respect for them, but they deal specifically in one area. Air Force deals with the air and jets. Navy deals with ships and water and air. Army deals with air and land. So Air Force is one. Navy is two-dimensional because they deal with they deal with land, sea, and air, but they mostly deal with air, land and air and sea. And Army deals with land and air, and a little bit of sea. Marines will do it all, but that's not me hyping them up. What I'm getting at is just because you were a part of a force doesn't mean that you're absolute in your knowledge on everything. The world is moving at a steadily fast pace. If you get to spewing off information like that from behind a computer, then you are too comfortable. I have computers also. Have a big old 70-inch TV that I can tie my computer into with my wireless keyboard, my wireless thumb moving mouse, and I don't even have to move my wrist. I just move my thumb. That's how high tech I am. I have a whole studio where I make my music. But I'm not gonna come at you like I'm the absolute freaking guru supreme of all this. When I'm showing you, and I talk about I used to be a Marine, this and that's a hype. It gives me hype to know that I was a Marine. I went through it, good and bad, even on the bad days. And it wasn't like it was some big monster coming off the mountain that came to visit. I was that monster coming off the mountain, coming, to visit. After I went through the training, you go through the training and it's astounding. Even when I went through boot camp, after I got through the initial scare tactic of boot camp, because that was the biggest mind gaggle. It's like, before I even got there, it's like, oh my God, I got to go through all this. And once I got there, I was like, this ain't so bad. And next thing you know, all Marines know, if you get put on the quarterdeck, that means you're getting punished, right? That's how the drill instructor's drilling to you. You get on the quarterdeck, you're getting smoked. When I went through, it was a transition from the woodland camis to the, I'm keeping y'all on these clouds over here for a reason. We went from the woodland camis to the digital camis, so I got to see that beautiful transition. And I still have those uniforms. And we still had the shiny black boots. So when we got our downtime around about 18:30, 6:30 p.m. to write our letters to our family, shine our boots, press our uniforms. After I pressed my uniforms and shine my boots, I went straight to the quarterdeck. And it was a psychological mind F, but it also was to keep me from getting weak, so I wouldn't have to go be recycled through the freaking washout battalion. I only wanted to do 3 months at Paris Island. I did 3 months and I got the hell out and hit the fleet. And I stayed strong all throughout that. And if I would have been able to finish, this year would have been my 20th retirement. And I'm so sick in the head that I didn't get to finish, but it was because Mainly, they were doing cutbacks, and hey, I didn't make it in time, but it was all good. And among some other things, that wasn't the only factor. Mind you, I did go through a divorce. Ex-wives can cause a lot of chaos and make the military to say, okay, we need to let you step out, because they got this thing: if you can't keep your wife in line or your husband and they're causing you problems with your command, they gotta let you go. I don't mind saying that to all my would-be future knuckleheads that would possibly join the military. If you're gonna get a wife or a husband, make sure they are on the damn team, even when y'all having bad days. Or don't get one at all. Because if you're serious about your career, a wife or a husband who ain't got their stuff together because they're unstable little shits can wreck your whole career. And that's what I majorly went through. But it didn't stop me. I'm still successful. Anyways, just because I was a Marine don't mean I'm absolute in everything. Especially something that's outside the scope of being a Marine. Marines are, we're tactical. We have our specific jobs, and then we cross-train into different jobs. We get to experience a lot of things, just like Air Force, Navy, and Army, Coast Guard. But now I'm dealing with the sky. My initial, when I drugged the whole sky into my third eye cam deal, and my third eye cam deal was supposed to be about some heavy conversations that I'm going to eventually slide into. But I started seeing stuff in the sky that just didn't add up, because, hey, I'm 47 right now. I'm an old guy. And it's a blessing to be that, and I don't trip about it. Can't stay young forever. I got wisdom up under my belt. The thing is, where was I headed with this? Oh, all this that that I have been catching in the sky has been off, like, just, it was questionable. Like, what is this? Then I'm seeing the military jets fly through, and at first I thought they were like just trying to hide it with their chemtrails. What they were trying to do was they were researching it, where they were gathering telemetry for the ground, and they were throwing off its shape in the sky. You know how many people will flip out? They see a full-on planet flying past the Earth, and this one is behind the moon again, so it's going to approach the moon. Moon is right here, and this is approaching the moon. So let's put it all in there. Yeah, we're going to do it right there. It's only getting closer, so I'm going to leave it right there. Actually, I'll bring it down a little bit. And that's the only thing that's in the sky right now, so I'm going to keep it on that. That is a whole planetary system approaching from the west. Now, it's going down south, down to South America. And today, it's getting warmer. I just spent the whole freaking weekend not feeling good, y'all. I'm the type of person, I can only do no more than 6 to 8 hours in the bed. On a good day, 4. You know what I mean? Especially in my military years. I would do 4 hours a day and would not be affected throughout the day. There were some days when I only got 2 hours of sleep, and it didn't affect me. But now, ever since these planets are coming into view near our Earth, there are ions pulling upon our planet, whether it's flat, pear, oval, egg-shaped, circular, whatever, lumpy like a potato. Whatever's pulling on our planet is pulling energy from under the ground, that energy that the Earth creates through its magnetic fluctuations and spinning, and it's affecting us. We might be catching migraines, feeling sick, irregular heart palpitations, things of that nature. Our heart is an electromagnetic organ. So, with that being said, these planets are approaching. I'm a person that rarely gets sick. I eat a specific way, and I know death is going to eventually come for me, or some kind of sickness is going to come for me, if not just cardiac arrest or old age. I'm realistic like that. I think about that stuff on a regular. But I'm old enough, and that's why I gave you my age early, to know that I've never seen this in the sky until like 2010ish, 12ish, when I would see it, but I didn't recognize it as what I'm seeing it for now. As far as interpretation, I just thought it was just some clouds. This is in space. These are heavenly bodies approaching, a lot more approaching. Pretty sure I'm gonna come back out today and get more information on it. But right now we're just kind of having a talk, because a lot of people need to be straightened the hell out. As far as people caught up in the concept of like aliens, you have let people's conversations and words put your little brain in a freaking box. You got to think bigger than that. If you think back through the Bible, and God said, let us make, man, and God made the heavens and the earths, do you not think that God made any other kind of beings before he made man? He was talking to other beings. If you read through the Bible, especially the Sephar, it talks about all these hideous beasts and beings surrounding God. I'm not trying to convince you, I'm just putting it out there. You can go read it for yourself. So, there were other beings that walked this world before man was created. And that's why God said, let us make man. There's a lot more to this earthly story than we all know. So no one man can tell you that if you believe in aliens, that you're a damn fool. Because I believe in aliens. I'm a black alien, my damn self. All of us are freaking aliens to a degree. We were created. We're a species. So no one man can sit there and act like he's omnipotent to the fact that he has the all-knowing and all-seeing eye. And I'm gonna eventually say the brother's name, but I'm gathering telemetry on him. Now here's the thing with me. You don't have to agree with everything that I'm saying, just like I don't have to agree with everything that you're saying, but I still admire you and listen to your music. Yeah, I mean, you're not your music, but you're a freaking podcast. Just like a lot of y'all. I don't expect for all y'all to believe me. I appreciate the deep support from my subscribers, man, because y'all know I jump on y'all channel quick. No matter what you're talking about, I do go check out y'all's channels. I'm not like just some guy coming out of the sky my damn self. I know who I am. I hear a plane coming. Oh, there are more planets. Let me swing all over here real quick. That ain't going nowhere. At the treetop. See that? There's a funny looking another moonoid. Try to get in on it. I hear a biplane coming, but I don't see it yet. Oh, there he is. He's going towards the sun. Like I was saying, there's no one man that can just say this is official because I said it because I was in this force. Now, I don't know what the Air Force does. I know that they keep their planes flying. They do other tactical things. But I can tell you about a damn Marine. I lived it. We are freaking infantry riflemen initially, historically. We went in and tore stuff up and even out the plane, the ground. Oh, there's three chemtrailers. We'll come back to that. We even out the fighting odds, Where is it? Where is it? Above that tree. So yeah, there's one right there. See it? He's going south, and then two lower ones. All three right there. You should be able to see them. Now I know what a Marine is. I know what being black is that y'all call black. I know what having naughty hair is. I can identify with that. I can't tell you what it's like to be white or Asian or freaking Arabian or Hispanic. You know what I mean? I can tell you what it's like to be me. I can learn what it's like to be y'all, just like I can learn what it's like to be by observing Air Force, Army, Navy. but I'm not going to designate myself to all being seen. I can tell you what it's like to make my music, like my Go With Your Little Strong Ass. I made that. Warp Speeding, I made that. All those songs that you hear, I made that. This whole Third Eye Cam deal, I made that. You know what I mean? Now my logo, I had a very special brother drew that up for me, and he's one of my subscribers. I don't know if he's still on. I think he's still in there. But, you know, I need to give him tribute if I can catch up with him. I just got to find him again. You know, he made my logo, and that guy's talented. Big up to him. And I don't want my conversation to be this long. Damn, it's already been 20 minutes. But nah, my overall process is go seek for yourself. Don't listen to just what I say or anybody else says. Go out and seek for yourself. Don't get caught up in what I'm saying. I'm gonna bring you the truth. You know, I'm not gonna Photoshop a damn thing. I use night vision. This guy was also cutting into us for looking at UFOs through night vision. Well, here's my deal on that. You can't see a damn ship flying 15 plus 100 miles an hour in broad daylight, and they do have some kind of static shield, so you're not looking at all the facts. And if you get up from behind your damn computer and go out and do it like I do, you'll start seeing some stuff that'll change your perception, at least allow you to analyze things in a different construct. So ignorant people, and I'm gonna have to put this person in a box. He's intelligent, but he's being ignorant. Ignorant people will say ignorant things. And the fact that he's under the influence of marijuana while he's speaking to his people, yeah, a lot of people say I get high with marijuana and I get deep with it, but you can also get foolish with it because you start overburning your brain cells. I researched that stuff too. I'm at the age where I live my little young life. I didn't do much illegal things, maybe some as a young idiot. But when I became an honorable man, especially right after the Marine Corps, and I started seeing more, my whole perception changed. It just didn't take the Marine Corps to do it. I was curious about like this, that, and the third. And now that I've exceeded enough of myself to say, okay, I know my lateral left and right balance limits, and I know how to balance in between that. Well, I have children now. And at some point, I got to show them how to walk around landmines, the landmines of life, where people purposely set you up for failure by telling you false information. The example, when my oldest son was in like 5th grade, very naive, he didn't understand the concept of a middle finger. So this little corrupt boy in his class, my son's an AB student, by the way. He's a little nerd, video genius at Jordan. Some little kid had him put the middle finger up. Yeah, I guess he gave him a false lie about what it meant, and my son was throwing the middle finger up, you know, to his classmates, but he didn't know what he was doing, and he got in trouble for that. So he was with my mother, so she had to explain to him what it meant. Now, if I'd have had him at that time, I was dealing with the military, he would have been up on that really sharp. Because you got to tell your kids, you got to make them aware of the things that you can't keep them innocent. You got to say, hey, this is what this is. Now you keep that in your pocket and you never expose it. Not that you're creating a false narrative, but you don't want to draw attention to yourself in a negative connotation. Because the thing about people is once you get into a negative connotation, people will ridicule you for life. Like, before I really woke the heck up, you know, I was an ABCDF student. And the reason why I was that, because I got bored with school. And I was like, man, this is never going to I'm never going to use this. And I was right. But the thing is, while you're there for the moment, learn it. Then I got smarter. And then I got a lot more wiser. And I'm doing this high-tech stuff. Low drag, high-speed, low drag stuff. Marine Corps was definitely high-speed, low drag. They moving too fast, and they get below the radar. That's what we call high-speed, low drag. Too technical for you, but you'll never see it coming. Anyways, people will mislead you with their words, whether they know or not. I always tell people, go out and learn for yourself. I do that by example. I just prefer to show people like, hey, this is what I'm seeing. What are you seeing? That's always what I'm going to pitch the question for you. I'm not going to say, hey, I'm the all absolute knowing guy, and if you believe in this or you believe in that, you a damn fool. And that's how the guy talks. Some of y'all might know who he is, but still, regardless, I like him. But you got to freaking come to the people a little bit more intelligent the way you coming to them, or you're going to be made to look like the damn fool. So let's stop this, y'all. I'm so done with this world. Like, it makes me irritated that honestly, if I had no kids, I probably wouldn't want to live no more. My kids are the only thing that's keeping me attached to the earth. I will tell you, me and my family had a huge falling out, and they were all pitted against me because of one person in my family. It turned me slam the hell off. They did something real dirty to me, but did not justify their actions, and they still have not justified their actions, and they never will. They're prideful, and I can be ravenously mean as an Aries, but I'm also humble. So once you explain to me thoroughly what you did to me, why you did to me, why you punished me, I will calm the hell down. That's kind of the concept that Marine Corps grew me up on. You can get punished, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm punishing you, and I'm gonna kick your ass. But at the same time, you got to understand where you fracked up. I get it. But to drag somebody through the mud and destroy their life and just do something because you're still in the mindset of a child, I can't help you. I'm also starting to find out that when you become powerful, people who are unfortunately assume a weaker position that don't want you to be more powerful than them, start trying to tear you down. Like one time I was I'm learning different languages. I'm learning Chinese, Japanese, Korean, French, Arabic. That's 5. What's the other one? Oh, of course, Spanish. That's 6. And it's another one. God damn it, what is it? Oh, those are the ones I'm learning so far. And same person that failed me, who has a degree, was a teacher, is a teacher, questioned me about why I'm learning all these languages so fast. So it's like, what the fuck does it matter to you? This is my brain that I'm enhancing. How the fuck is it going to affect you? It won't. So that will lead me to believe that you're hating. That's something I would never question anybody. Just like I had this one Marine. This guy spoke 7 languages. He was one rank behind me, but he got paid more than me. You get $150 for each language that you know. That inspired me. And that's in garrison, 150. When you're in combat, you get paid $350 in a war zone. So he was making freaking a paycheck 2 ranks up higher than mine. I didn't get pissed off. I thought that was an honor. But you know what? They made him work with his speaking all them different languages. Because guess who had to interpret every time? And he was Armenian, one of my favorite Marines. He was a little arrogant thing, but hell, I love him. Marines are arrogant, and I get that. Hell, we were all arrogant, but we were intelligently arrogant. We were confident. Y'all call it arrogant. We were confident because we knew our shit. We knew our shit. We could get the job done. Lack of sleep, hungry. We got the job done, and I come in, all my Marines I served with, man, they got the freaking job done, and so did I. If you go back to my Marine pictures, all those guys I served with were freaking above and beyond. You gotta go back and look at my videos. Some of them I didn't get along with. Some of them pissed me off. I pissed a lot of them off. But we are brothers. And they know that if I saw them on the streets, save a few, it's only been what? 4 mofos that call themselves Marines that, no, 5, 6, we'll say no more than 10, that really tried to do me dirty because they didn't want to see me excel above and beyond them. Meaning, I went in and enlisted. I could have went in as an officer. I wanted to become a chief warrant officer. The guys that outranked me, and this is where I made the mistake, being naive. You can't tell people what your plans are because they will subvert you. Do you dirty. This is still my Planetoid pass, and I'm kind of just keeping an eye on it. I don't keep my camera still enough, and I just want y'all to listen to my story. I know this might be boring, but I could come with a lot of heavy stuff that probably would break a lot of y'all's hearts. because the type of person I am, I just now really got super intelligent. Y'all might call it, oh, he got the super black powers. No, I was getting it for a while. I just was paying attention to the world. I didn't want to get caught up in the world. I don't want no habits. I don't want to be on drugs, alcohol, have any other stupid habits. So I'm kind of like a monk. Not all the way a monk, but kind of. It'd be easy for me to be a monk, guarantee you. Very disciplined, beyond the Marine Corps. The biggest problem I have is I can't shake people who come into my life when I was thinking naively and they disrupted it. But no more, because I'm quick to curse somebody out. I'm rude when it comes to intolerable people. I'm very shrewd. But if we're on a level and you understand me and I understand you, I put you on a freaking pedestal and exalt you above my head, and I will protect you, because in my mind it's like you're one of the sentient beings, that you're not like everybody else. You don't wake up to go frack with everybody in the run of a day. You don't wake up to go call somebody some derogatory name. You don't go wake up to go just be disrespectful to people because you think it's cool. Because, you know, honestly, I'm the type of guy that'll kill you over that. Like I said, I was a Marine. We trained to kill. I don't have no tolerance for that. Is that a threat? Hell no. That's a promise. Make it so. Engage. Look at this moon right here. In freaking gauge. Up by this cloud is some kind of weird looking moon. I can vaguely see it. See if I can get it in. It's right on the corner of this cloud. I hope my phone picked it up. There it is. No, I'm just saying I love all people, but you know, when you go through a killing scenario and then you go into a war zone and you have to do it, your whole construct changes and you get more humble, actually, unless you go crazy. Most guys get a taste for blood and they go crazy. And then they bring that back to this society where all you nasty civilians, and they try to implement killing somebody. Not me. I'm good. Some of us come back with PTSD. Hell, all of us. The PTSD, you start getting that in boot camp, but you learn to live with it. The only thing that gives me PTSD is intolerable people who do derogatory stuff to me, and then treat me like I'm nothing after I put my whole fucking life on the line for them, and they know who they are. I ain't have to do this shit. I ain't have to go to the Marines. I could have just scratched my ass every day waking up and got a comfortable job. But no, I wanted that rough stuff. I wanted to discipline myself. I wanted to temper myself. And then when they saw me getting too powerful for them, they cut me off at the freaking knees. They know who they are. We still got beef. They took something from me that I'll never get back. And they're going to have to take that shit to their grave. A lot of them. It's not just one person, but one person has got a fucking crown on. And I hate bringing this topic up. I get so ravenous. Who the fuck are you to come into somebody's life and take their whole life apart without their goddamn express permission? And this is why I'm so mean. Like, it's just, I don't have time to play with people. So if you come at me with an ignorant mentality, a playing mentality, I'm going to more than likely 99.9 goddamn 1,000,000% fuck you up. Straight up. And I let y'all hear me talk like this so that way you know how I am and what there are a lot of things that have disturbed me, as in people, humans. But I still love them. They're my family. But they got some fucking explaining to do once we get on the other side in front of God. And God is the only one that's going to okay this. So I'm waiting on God to judge this. If God tells me I was wrong, now I'm going to accept, like, okay, hey, Corey, you were wrong for this, that, and I'm using the voice of God. You were wrong for this, and that's why you got this punishment. I get it. But when I get myself right, and you as a human being are talking that God conversation to me and how I should keep God close and read the Bible, and I'm already advanced kind of beyond you with that, because I love history, I love God, and you assume the position of one of the devil's henchmen, you better get the frack out my face with that forever. So the one family member that really did me dirty and has not explained themselves yet, will never explain themselves, but will maintain that they did it for the goodness of something that was beyond me, because they kept trying to see me in the light of the teenager that I left that guy a long time ago. And that's the problem. They kept putting me in the limelight of, you're that still little boy from back in the day. No, the hell I ain't. I killed that guy. I literally grabbed that guy by the throat when I went to Paris Island boot camp and killed him and buried him in the damn sand pit. He is no more. What walked out of Paris Island was a man. What walked out into the military world and back into this world is a freaking man warrior and a God-fearing man warrior. Forgive my position on this. I want y'all to see the sky, but I just really need y'all to hear my conversation. I don't really get to talk to too many people. A lot of people shun me, don't want to talk to me, especially family members that are part of the problem. Like I said, I still love them, but I'm not gonna play with them either. So, in the wake of me waiting for Borders Mind to be returned back to me, I look up at the sky. Gives me peace. Even before all these planets started coming in. So God gave me something to do. Like, look at this planet right here. That's a planet, that's not a cloud. See the bottom, how the bottom lights up? The whole thing is not gonna light up because the Earth is tilted to a degree. Light travels weirdly. One side of this planet gets lit up and we can't see through our atmosphere to see everything. But, forgive me, I'm still yawning. But it's gonna light up however the sun hits it, along with its atmospheres and what, will light it up. Those properties of it, chemical properties that will really highlight. Pretty sure if we were past the Earth's atmosphere, out in space and a little bit closer, the whole damn thing would light up in a spherical full format. But we're only getting a portion of it, and that's cool. To me, like, this is like, I've never been more happy. Not because these planets are coming in. I just feel a whole change in the atmosphere. I feel liberated. People still calling me the little derogatory names. People still looking at me with an evil eye. You're writing your own freaking script to go to hell. I'm gonna laugh at you. I laugh every day at idiots. Straight up, y'all. You can think me crazy, but I don't like evil. I do believe in whooping ass to idiots. Here's the moon right here. Hold on, let me find it. Back this way. There. Oh, okay. I do believe in idiots getting their ass whooped. If you want to assume the position of Satan, Ashatan, the devil, Lucifer, whatever that turd's name is, and you want to be his subject, go right ahead, get the hell on. All y'all gonna proceed into hell. I do believe that. God wrote it. God said it. God wrote it. It's in the Bible. This guy didn't say it. Oh, hold on, let me show you. Okay, so those are my planets in the south. There's my moon right here. Yeah, there it is. Moon. And then up north, my planets are coming into view. Hold on. Get past my truck. That planet I was looking at earlier is starting to come into view. Let me take my jacket off. I'm hot. It's freaking getting hot. It started out chilly this morning. Now it's getting hot. I ain't gonna try to make this video too long, but I just gotta get some things off my chest, man, because... Hold up. I just got to get some things off my chest because, like, things are getting ready to come to a head. These planets between, I can't say with absolute surety, but between now and 2024, the Earth ain't gonna look the same, y'all. Our Yellowstone is starting to be shockwaved by whatever's happening on the other side of Earth and within it, and the Earth is under pressure. You got these planets flying by. Why the hell are all these volcanoes going off? Why the hell are we having eruptions and earthquakes, and the moon is being lit up at night where we can see the dark side? I've never seen the dark side of the moon when I was growing up for the last 3 decades. This just started in 2000 and absolutely in 2015. Before, that's when we could see it with our visual eye. I'm pretty sure it was going on before that. And everybody's so into their damn phones and their computers and all this foolishness, they're not seeing what's gonna hit them. And when this stuff comes down on y'all's heads, when it comes down on your fucking heads, don't spaz out. If you run by me with that, I'm either gonna slap the shit out of you or knock you out till you regain consciousness with common sense. It's gonna be a one-hitter quitter. Don't fly by me freaking flipping out. You know what? Because I've been watching this for a while and I tried to warn people. They're peacefully passing by now, but it ain't gonna be like that. I got a feeling the moon's gonna start rotating, like spinning. That's when we're gonna have our big problems. Moon's in the tidal lock, but when these things blow by the moon, they're gonna start spinning. The moon's gonna start spinning. They're gonna add a gravitational flow to the moon. The moon's not always here on the Earth. There was a time when they spoke about, our ancient ancestors spoke about the sky being completely dark at night, no moon. And these people that had nothing to do, so they paid express attention to everything. They were hunting, gathering, going through their little rituals, and they were able to they were stronger than us because they were eating natural food, nothing processed. They were eating, drinking water. They, everything was just stronger back then. So they were able to look up and see throughout the whole night, no moon. Pretty sure a lot of times different people in those groups map the sky. I got it tonight. I'm gonna sleep tomorrow. You get it, like fire watch. That's what we call fire watch in the military. Or one person stay up for like an hour or two, and then when he gets tired, his boy takes over as far as mapping the sky, however they drew it out. Anyways, we're gonna bring up more of this conversation. I just had to I didn't really want to be on this topic because I get passionate about just being done wrong by people who had no business to step into my life, and they did it while I was away at war. So I'm never gonna let them live it down. And yes, it was a family member. They did some heinous dirtiness while I was away at war protecting this country, and I could have been put them out. I'm showing mercy. Anyways, they broke up. They broke up a lot, and I still suffer from the effects of it. And they will never. And after they did what they did, they put the blame on me. So that's when I really lost it, and so my whole world went dark. And needless to say, I got took back to Iraq in my head. And that was a decade ago. Now I've calmed down, but I'm still heated. I'm quietly heated, and I'm waiting for them to have a conversation with me. Anyways, I don't really care about putting this conversation out. I might come out with it full one day once I get past the pain. I'm not embarrassed by it. There's nothing I did wrong, because they came at me when I was a full-fledged man. When you join the Marines, they demand of you to be a full-fledged man and be accountable for your mistakes. I can do that, all right? But don't come tear me down because your weak ass can't keep up. A lot of people are going to get punished. I'm going through my punishment, and my punishment is about over. As soon as my punishment is over, your punishment begins. Know that. And that's another reason why I'm being quiet, because I just learned that God is going to take care of that. So, and I learned that it's a blessing for me to go through my little bit of punishments, not because you brought it to me. Last person I expect to bring punishment to me in this format is a family member. Let it be somebody of foreign origin, so I can't have a hand in tightening their stuff up. What is this? Another jet. Not gonna show y'all it. Some jets going to the airport above this comet cloud. I know a lot of y'all having a hard time trying to figure out what's going on in the sky. Trust me, these planets are inbound. I honestly believe these planets are heaven. They got a lot to do with heaven. Like, there's another planet coming over the tree line. Can't see it all the way yet, but it's coming. I'm just in a bad location. If you understand how the Bible works, God pushed Earth away from the heavens, and it will go flow and ebb in a full circle, because God deals with circles and spheres. It's one of the universal shape. So we got far away from heaven. Now we're headed back to heaven, and the earth is going to have to be shook up, pressed and measured down to get to that. And everybody that's been doing all the little evils, been getting blessed, you're going to be picked with the wheat. Apart from the wheat, you're going to be bundled with the tares and burned. So if you're going through hard times, like literally, and you believe in God, and you seem to keep getting your butt kicked by powers of principalities and evil powers, consider yourself blessed. No, that stuff does need to come to an end. And I'm talking about not just like every day getting your butt kicked. You got to walk through it with no habits. You got to discipline yourself. And if you still find yourself getting kicked around and beat up, That way you know you've made it. I know I've made it. A lot of things I should not have that I do have by the blessing of God. And he knows that I try real hard to sacrifice. But when I see the world crumbling apart all around me, on a financial level, on the family level, on a discipline level, and everybody just wants to keep fondling foolishness and fun, and nobody wants to get serious, then you find yourself stuck. That's what makes you great. I don't got no privilege. Nobody never handed nothing to me. Matter of fact, everything that I've pretty much created, somebody has taken from me. And that was a creation that God gave to me. On like things that were going to do me well, so-called make me rich. Like the guy that stole my Moflex name. It's hard to get at people when this pandemic struck everybody. And then by the time we get away from the pandemic, these planets are flying in tight. There are earthquakes, freaking volcanoes going off, odd weather patterns. You kind of feel disgustingly hopeless. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's like, I'm gonna do what I can, but I didn't come up with something for some idiot to take it and run away with it and call himself the creator of it when he just saw my name on the internet, and then he decided, oh, let me get me and my pals and let's after we research this guy, oh, this guy's got that, so let's take it and make it so for ourselves. And that's what happened. Now when I do strike, if the world keeps going, he just made me a millionaire. I see a plane coming up by my planet. Let me see. Yeah, right there. So it's hard to see with the sun in my face. Let me see. Gosh, there is, and then my camera won't go blurry. I'm gonna get off this. Just kind of show y'all some things. There's a plane right there, a jet, military jet. Anyways, at the end of the day, evaluate for yourself. Evaluate with a logical, sound, even on a level mind, and don't let people warp your thought process. That's the one deal that I want to give to my sons, so that nobody triflingly destroys them. And my sons are very smart, highly intelligent. My second son has the mind of a lawyer. He's a freaking genius. He knows how to work the crowd, and that's his gift. And I'm glad he has that gift. My oldest one knows how to work a computer. He's like equivalent to a user from Tron. He can write them algorithms. He knows how to work it. My daughter, a judge type. She can be a bit harsh, but once she knows, she got that mindset from me. But she's sharper in a woman's format, and I'm glad. I'm a very blessed father. So that's just how it is. Not boasting, that just says that God has blessed me. All right, please watch, like, subscribe, and share. I'm taking up too much time with this, and just gonna go ahead and shoot it. I hope y'all got the mind to just kind of listen to my conversation. If it's not for you, then you don't have to be on it. If it is for you, I appreciate you. All right, I'm gonna be back later on. I almost thought I had to go to work this morning, but it's Memorial Day, so I'm gonna go kick it, finish up some more projects. Third I can, poop, spin.